What's up, guys? I know I just did a Thor build in my last video, but I got some new pieces of gear and I tested these out a little bit, and I think that this one is even better, and I'm actually happy with it, so I can just stop using Thor for a while and focus on other people. Um, the As you can see, the defensive rating is still really low, so if you play on brutal or hard, this is definitely a glass cannon, and you should be really good at dodging because anything can kill you in one hit, especially with this build. So I'm just going to run over the stats real quick. The the big difference here is that my intensity, I completely took that out and I put more into melee damage. So my melee damage here is 1,902. The critical chance is only 19%, and the perk chance is 18%. But that's okay. The critical damage is still at 297%. Might and Valor, those are the two most important things about this build. Also, the support heroic charge rate is 22%. It charges up extremely fast, especially with the takedowns where you get heroic orbs, and then some other things in the gear that I will show you here in a second. Also, I'm not going to go over the skills because my skills are basically the exact same. So if you want to know about those, then you can check out my my last build, I guess, on Thor. All the skills and everything, and even like the playstyle is all the same. So on this, the 13.5% chance heavy combo finishers grant a heroic charge burst for all heroics. Spam that heavy combo and then get takedowns, and it will keep your heroics charging up. Which is a really good idea. 135% increased critical attack damage from motive force attacks. This gear piece is the exact same. This one is a new one that I added, specifically because it has such a high Valor and Might stat to it. And on this, the first gear perk, 12% chance pinning an enemy grants a damage buff. It's actually not that hard to get it. Like 12% seems low, but it's actually not that bad. So the chest piece is the same. And then this, the Belt of the Allfather. 200 increased willpower recovery from Warrior's Fury. Increases charge rate of heroic support ability by 18%, which is the Warrior's Fury. And then increase the buff duration of Warrior's Fury for all team members by 3 seconds. This is the big new item that I got for this build, and it is wonderful. Especially because I said Warrior's Fury is my favorite ability of Thor's. I think it's his best one, I think it's the most powerful one, and it's the most useful. So this is perfect. And then the artifacts, the top one here is all Valor stats with a increased charge rate for the heroic ability. And then the bottom one is all Might with an 11% increased damage from light combo finishers. Now, I'm going to show two different things. The first one, I'm going to show what this build does for people who like to play on normal or easier difficulties, maybe not take it too seriously. This build is basically easy mode. Like, the defensive rating doesn't even matter because you are basically one-shotting everything. And then the second little part I want to show is on the Elite Heroic Hive. So the power level is like 160. And I will show you how much damage this build does against, at this point, the most end-game mission that we have so far. So, let's hop into the gameplay. Alright, so this is gameplay from the Out of the Shadows mission. It's on Brutal, but the power level for the enemies caps out at 150. So, this is what this build can do with people at the same level as you. You saw the God Blast doing 68,000 damage. I just got a 50,000 damage power attack in there. But watch this finisher. If you are just interested in playing around the same power level enemies, it's easy mode with this build. 57 million damage on that finisher? Are you serious? It is insane. Like, you don't even have to worry about your defensive rating with this. As you can see, just one-shotting everything. Now, let me show you the gameplay of the Elite Heroic Hive on Brutal. It's crazy. It's just nuts. Alright, so I do get down here just so you guys can see that if you're not constantly focused on dodging and always being ready to dodge, you get obliterated. But this build's all about the damage potential. So what you're about to see, these guys are power 160, and once I pop that Warrior's Fury, invincible, don't have to worry about taking any damage. On top of that, using the Odin Force attacks, 34,000 on a 160 enemy. I mean, really? I had to get the God Bless here because I ran out of Odin Force and I was about to die. Another 34,000 power attack there. And then we can get the finisher. What was it? 57 million on the other one. This is 10 power levels ahead. Boom. 34 million. It's crazy. It really is. And then I pop the ult. Clear out the rest of these dudes. So, look at that. 38,000. 19,000. And this is in-game content that, like, once you start rolling with this build and you get your abilities up and you can dodge and really get in their face and start popping off using your Odin Force attacks, it's done. It's over. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this build is better than my other one? I personally do. The reason why I still was tinkering with things is because I noticed that, like, my melee attack and my melee damage, basically if I didn't have my abilities up, then I was just kind of picking away at people, and so I wanted to be able to hit a little bit harder. And I think this is really a perfect middle ground. My abilities still hit just as hard, and now my melee hits even harder. So I don't have to worry about relying on one or the other, or if my abilities aren't up, then I just can't, like, I don't have to run around and wait for them to recharge. I love it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.